How's it going, guys? I'm your host Caravan Gaming. Welcome back to another Nostalgia Quest episode, and for today's episode we are continuing the next part of the Hall of Memories. So in between today's episode and last week's episode, there were actually some quests in between, aka the Secret Saga, but we have already done that on the channel, so I'm not gonna go through it again. So that is the correct chronological sequence according to the list that was provided to me, the ideal content order spreadsheet. So I am not going to go through the Secret Saga again because I believe we've already gone through that, and in fact I think we've gone through that more than once on this channel, so I'm not going to go through it another time. So we're just going to skip that and go ahead. Dracopire Legacy, the Hall of Memories once again. Open doors. Okay, the next two doors is just going to be cutscenes. There's not going to be any quests or whatsoever, so this should be pretty fast, okay? Mysterious Moglin. Okay, Hall of Memories. Interlude 4. Oh, we have Zorbat and Cabros here. Why exactly are we meeting here of all places, Cabros? You know, this sort of thing makes me motion sick. For someone with as much innate talent and power as you have, brother, about time I get the acknowledgement I deserve. As I was saying, for someone with as much innate talent and power as you have, brother, at times you are remarkably stupid. One does not say no to this sort of request. And we are meeting here because it's close enough to observe without getting caught. Meh, now you're being stupid, brother dearest. If you think that no one will notice, of course they will notice you. Though the point is just to delay that notice long enough to do what we need to do. How can you possibly think this will work? Let me worry about it. I have it worked out. Unfortunately, while I'm clearly the smarter of us, I'll need our combined power to pull this off. Man, I still think this is foolish. I don't know how you think this will work, and I don't know how he could think that either. Enough arguing. I'm sick of the fighting. It causes me quite a bit to be here now as it is, especially given the fact that it makes no sense I'm here at all. Mumble or anywhere else. Are they necromancers or not? Why not use one of the necromancers who Battleon already had in his pocket, like those good Brilhado for instance? Oh, are they more capable than you are then? Darn it, Zorback. Alright, you can go, I will put in a call. He didn't mean that, did you, brother? It is clear you are disinterested anyway. Clearly this challenge is too great for the likes of you. I can find others more suited to the task. No, wait, I didn't say that. Given the depths of the two of you have incurred, I should think not. Besides, the Brilhado are already engaged in affairs of their own, and Eldron is seeking Landfire Dupre. Who or what is that? That, my dear Moglins, leaves you to. Eldron, he was an option. Well, if he could slip his restrictions, yes. You might be very surprised just what sorts of magic Eldron the Good is good at. But how can? The plan does not need to work. Your necromancy only needs to interfere with his own attempts. That'll be enough for us to transfer it here and allow Battleon his rest. Far be it from me to question strange houses with grand plans, but your plot has a major hole in it. Oh, and what, pray tell, is that? Given just what this is we are dealing with, once we stop, he will just take it again. Besides, what makes you think he hasn't already succeeded in his attempt? If either of those things are true, then all of your debts will be forgiven shortly, and not just one of them. Gulp. Wait, how exactly is that a bad thing? Because you've done the hit, there is only one way that such a thing could happen. Not Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious, and please don't call me Shirley. Wait, what? What the heck did I just read? Okay, a rose by any other name. Interlude 5. So you're not the same mysterious stranger as in that world, and your shadow side are not even the same. There are many Terrans on Terra named John. There are many Terran Johns named Smith. They are all connected, but they are all distinct. Should this be any different? It is not. They are all connected, but they are all distinct. It is similar but different. More like the wing of a bird and a wing of a bat are same and different. Okay, so here we have Battleon. Apparently we thought he was dead or something the previous time. Apparently he didn't get killed, okay? Is he captured or something? They arose independently to adapt to the same niche. More or less, we evolve constantly and change, both of us. At times we are the same and at times we are different. So, you are filling a niche that others call Mysterious Stranger have filled in other versions of Lord, but you are not the same one. And here it seems, yes, there will be alternate timelines only because they converge close to each other at points, not because they were connected at all. They change to mimic each other. But that mimicry, no matter how imperfect it might be, will actually connect them enough that at times they could merge if they both were perfectly synced. Most astute birdie, you are truly soaring high. In fact, such a merger nearly happened at least once already, and myself and another nearly were one for a time. The manipulation of the Lorians of their time broke the connection quite firmly. Yet I managed to recently recover some of his own adaptations for myself. But I digress, dear Dove. Given the right time event, a merger of some sort may still occur in some wens. I still see the tapestry in front of us. Now you know why such a matter has no easy answer. The name I bear is no more mine than it is theirs. This is true both of the title and our race, and it is even true of your laws. I infer by the way you said theirs, you are implying a double entendre. It is both there as in that location and theirs. Very clever, my egret. Yes, I meant both. Yeah, you must avoid speaking so formally. Before a little accidents, you are never so grandiose. Now where was I? Oh yes, this disconnected connection is true both of the title and our race, and it's even true of your laws. Okay, so right now this entire conversation I am just lost, like absolutely lost. I have absolutely no idea what they are talking about, and I guess it's fine in the law context of things because this is the law master we're talking about, and of course we are the mysterious stranger here. So the fact that they are talking in this manner, I suppose it fits in with the overall storyline. But as a player, it's a little bit difficult for me to understand unless I like really go and break it up sentence by sentence to see what they're talking about. Right now, I'm just reading it through, but like I am not understanding anything at all. I need time to process it, probably read one line, like process it for like 5 seconds and then read the next line. But of course that wouldn't make for a good video, right? So you guys can, maybe pause the video, try and understand and digest whatever it is they are saying. But for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna read through everything. Okay, so yeah, I am kind of confused about what they are talking about. And I can see where Craig got his writing skills from. Obviously an influence from his mentor, Valorin. So, yeah. Our kind are like kinds, but not identical kinds. We float it differently from a common font. Wow, that's neat. You're all connected. Yes, like parts of a whole, but like any other virus, each strain has its own mutations. Cool, that really is neat. Oh, it is indeed. Very neat and cool, my chickadee. Chickadee, a terran bird of genus Posal that is non-migratory and overwinters in colder climates. Very good, Valerian, very good. Yet watch such displays of erudition, they alienate others. I'll be more careful, mister. So, other forces have been called mysterious stranger on other laws and other worlds, but you use the title on several. That is too simple. We are mirrors as much as we are shades. The shadow reflects that which emulates. Others bearing my name have existed since before time. I am no creature. Others may or may not be like me. It depends on the moment. We are shades, the essence of flux and fluctuation. Time and reality are unfolding as one moment to us. So the virus and the undead, and you and those like you are all the same, and yet all different. I think you missed something, dude. How so? You say that you're no being or entity. You're like a force of nature and echo from another omniverse before this one. That's all pretty wicked, by the way, but yeah, you've interacted with the material world since time immemorial, or more correctly, from your own perspective, you are amidst interacting with all of these. You exist in linear time for moments at a time, but then kick it back to your own flow. But even when you're outside of time, you are still interacting. You can only focus on the unity that is your flow on pieces, never both at once. It's like a cosmic karmic version of the Terran Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. This is apt enough, if a bit simple, though for a chickadee like yourself, simplicity is a virtue. So you entered the experiment, you interacted with it. Looking in the box collapses the wave function, starting the experiment alters it. Entering affects stronger change, and not just to the experiment, to the observer. Just the fact that you can differentiate between yourself and others like you means that you are just as much a being as I am, or at the very least an entity. You may not be alive or dead in any sense of the word, but you have self-identity. Only entities have that. You're one of us now, man. In a sense, yes. In a sense, I'll have been yesterday more like you tomorrow. For beings locked in linear time, we evolve. But for ourselves, we are all possibilities now. But since you're an entity, you need a name. Maybe like the Princess and Michael, and you'll be named by a great hero. Oh, that'll be exciting. Of course it would be Chickadee, and perhaps so, but who could possibly watch us as we watch them the way Battleon did? Hehehe. Now, other lessons await you, my dear pupil. Okay, back to the hall. Division by 0. Okay, this one. Valerian was apparently killed by the mysterious stranger, a shadowy figure with unknown motive and past whose manipulations have tormented Law for ages. How he killed a god and what he intends remains unanswered. With the aid of Eljon, Valerian's friend and fellow Celestian, you have gathered to try to reawaken Valerian. Though Eljon's method, a play of recent Lorien history, seems a bit unorthodox, and the director he has hired an overbearing gentleman named Lamfire. Oh, so it's a person, Dupree. It's not helping at all. They say that undefined behavior can do almost anything. I'm not sure who they are or what they say but that is what they say. This is the story of the Division by Zero. I'm not sure what that has to do with it either, but apparently Division by Zero is undefined behavior. This is how it started. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a dark and stormy night. At least I assume it was night, considering how dark and stormy it was. Cut lights. I need passion. I need death. How is anyone in their right minds to believe you in the power of Korriban if you cannot sell the role? Maybe because I am Korriban Landfire. Nonsense. Actually, being a person is hardly proof that you are that person. Now, once again from the top, with feelings this time. So, he's one of those people, huh? I should have known that this play was a silly idea. Remind me how it is supposed to help again, Eljon. And where did you find this actor anyway? Ah, good. It was right on the desk. Now I must remember to take it when we leave and that matter will be settled. What were you asking again? How is the place supposed to help and where do you find Landfire? Landfire is a close associate of Valerian's. That, however, is not important. The place the thing. The place the thing for what though, and what sort of associate? That's not important either. What is important is that Valerian is at times an absolutely insufferable perfectionist, though naturally only when such suits him. I could buy that. So by presenting the play in half-truths and distortions, we hope to jolt his inner redactor back into action. Oh, okay. Okay, I see where they're going with the plan. Okay, this part I actually understand. So they are hoping that the play is so freaking bad that Valerian would literally turn in his grave, wake up and say like, stop it. This is rubbish. Okay. Redactor, that's an editor that actually changes stuff, right? I thought you were less formal than Valerian was. Usually, however, none would argue that Valerian is a simple editor that does not change things. Thus, I say redactor. We hope to spur Valerian to redact. We should have no problem doing that then. Korriban's own mother will not believe that paltry performance. Really, Lanfire, must you be so abrasive? You are not at all your usual self. I think something of Valerian's manner is bleeding through all of us, not having his usual outlet. We need to fix this. Abo and Arden remain stable. Yes, as do the others, but still he does not respond. Now, can we get on with the production? You're sure he isn't dead? He sure looked dead, and I'm something of an expert on what dead things look like. Of course he is dead. What difference does that make? He'll get better. Huh? How? Your death on this plane lets nearly everything go. True, but it's been a few months. Perhaps he made an exception. Please don't remind me of how long it has been. It's a longer journey for Valerian to take than for most, and he tends to be scattered in many different places at once. He will return. Death has no authority over Valerian to begin with. As Valerian is both a deity and an outsider, then why is it important we wake up Valerian before he wakes up on his own? He took a pretty severe blow. Why he did not resist or retaliate, I do not know. But he took that blow full on. He will need help to get back himself. He's awakened without intervention. There is no telling what part of him might remain, what he might remember or what he might do. Besides, in the absence of his instruction, his avatars act without guidance. Some are used to that state, others require his regular instruction. Given how involved Valerian is in very many things, quite unpleasant results might occur. At least the fact that his avatars survive at all means that he is still... Oh, what's this then? Hey, why hello there, miss. Can I help you? I'm looking for Korriban. It's urgent. Yes, well, right through there, then it's the one dressed up as Korriban. I'll say the one acting like them, but quite frankly, they are not. Oh, it's, hold that thought, Eljon. Sinara, what is it? It's Sinara. I wish she had come in her other form, her less ugly form. Something is happening in Darkovia. A strange glowing cloud has appeared, and Dow's has been sighted in several parts of the forest. Yeah, that form. A clock? It appears to be counting downward towards some deadline. That sounds vaguely ominous. Oh, okay, wait. She probably flew up here. Okay, that explains why she was in that form. Okay. Only vaguely, a strange clock taking towards some unknown fate. The last time we saw that was the clock at Talados, counting down to Climax. There are also large numbers of undead gathering. I need your help. Another? Whomever is responsible is not here. Donovan, what are you doing here? I've come to advise you to mind your own business. Of course, I always follow your advice. No problem. Stay away from that which is not your concern. And you get to decide what concerns me and what doesn't. You cannot stop the passage from opening. Passage? What passage? Hey, some other time. Now I must run along, birdie. Did he just call me birdie? It seems so. So the dream was real. Dream? Your half-brother is working for Daos. I'm sorry, Eldron, but the Law Master and the gods will have to muddle through without my help. Whatever is going down in Darkovia needs to be stopped now. But if Fathering awakes on his own, he might. Come along, Sinara. Well, this could be messy. A bit headstrong, that one. Yes, I imagine that is what Fathering sees in Korriban. Is it prepared? It is, Lord. Lord is a somewhat odd choice of title for you to apply to me. Perhaps, but changes abound and respect and courtesy are given where earned. As you wish. Perhaps when this has been finished, well, let us not get ahead of ourselves. He resists, of course. He cannot be made to capitulate willingly. I think he underestimates much. Set it in motion, I'll deal with my other problem. And if it fails, then it does not bear thinking of. Prepare now, the war is at hand. Korriban, are you alright? You just suddenly started staring. Korriban, did you hear me? Huh? About who and what? Oh, a division. As the strange clock nears its climax, Donovan and his forces have dropped out of the war, but now even stranger undead take their place. Bathed in light, these undead move freely through light and dark and the shadow in between. Oh, found treasures. Interesting. Let's see what we have here. Taking a little while to load. Okay, items, paintings, Valerian's beer. Valerian has been struck by surprise. Okay, it looks like Valerian's grave. Guards. Yeah, the Banshee guards. Doom Sheep and Were Dragon guards. Okay, that's all. What's in here? Draco Leech Rider. Oh, okay. Let's go by ourselves. Oh, but the Chosen is a test indeed. Though for me to pass or fail matters not. To be challenged alone suffices. That birdie may indeed be a tough old Drake, but we end it now. It's time to finish the dressing, Ducky. The passage shall be open and none shall be able to stop it. Silly, foolish birdie. Oh, for once that is a literal thing. You are a rotten birdie, aren't you? Unfortunately for you, I've arranged it all. The heroes of law have fought my battles for me. It's amazing how a mysterious ticking clock can motivate fools. Stop wasting time. Such delays and posturing only invite defeat. Finish waking the Law Master. It's time to end this. It matters not. It's already done. I wouldn't count on that. Whatever you're selling, we are not buying it. Oh, but I think we have already disproven that. You have no idea how helpful you have been. This war was all you're doing. The Kree Guardians and the Transmorphers were meant to convince me that you were the one trying to open this passage. All the while, however, it was the opposite. Oh, but you are a clever one. Truly, you have earned the cracker. Now, how do you deduce that? Your timer gave us a bit more motivation than you intended. Enough in the support from other Guardians and Adventurers that I was able to make several observations about what was going on and had some time to consult an old friend. I've learned to question strange undead, and the masses of undead that were just milling about. Not attacking are nothing if not strange. I remember that I had a friend very close to a Light Lord and familiar with this region, who was able to help fill in the gaps and detect her herald signs. I presume that will be you, my lady? Indeed, something. Welcome home to Lord Lady. I wish you were on better terms. I apologize for the struggles it took. Now as to you, Father, Law and her protectors will always resist you and your evil Daos. Evil? Oh, what a foul tempered sort you are. Is a volcano evil? Is entropy evil? What is this word you utter? What meaning does it have? I know it not and I reject it utterly. Unfortunately for you, there will always be other battles and there will always be other laws. Win, lose, it matters not. It's that we play the game. Here's something. Oh man, I wish I was able to read this. Damn it! Freaking Draco Leech Rider armor. The Shadow Scythe shocked speechless. Oh, magnificent. This day shall go down in history. It ends, Daos. You failed. Failure is irrelevant, Ducky. I already told you. But even so, I think you considerably overestimate your success. You could not have done this on your own. You mentioned someone. Who is that? Who is it that aided you? Or wouldn't you like to know? Of course, it's fairly obvious. I think, in fact, that the father already knows, don't you? Meanwhile... Oh, what's this then? But what am I? So he just took a nap. Yeah, oh, okay. That is not an answer. Tell us who assisted you. You know, normally I'll happily tell you, but making that vein pulse in your forehead is so much more fun. No matter if you are unwilling to tell us, I will extract the information forcibly. Don't be Death Dracopire, it was Lux. The very same, it had your handiwork woven throughout. Turning undead against each other and heroes against the undead, you really do need to learn some new tricks, father. You were clever and your plan nearly worked, but sometimes a manipulator works too well. I knew from the beginning that you had your hands all over this. I just couldn't work out what your anger was. Crispus, come, silence them. Oh no, I want to hear the song these birdies sing. You will be the silent one, Dracopire. Something, not completely, but with Caglari's help it was easy to get a big picture. At first we hadn't pieced it together because we thought Giliara Salagra was the Light Lord's avatar, but then I remembered that Caglari said Paladin had been one too, and that he himself had served as High Communicant for a time. The Salagras told me that Giliara has other duties and Caglari is already here, so who else might it be? The Light Lord could have any number of avatars, of course, but only one other that was such a thorn in your side, Daos. You would want to thwart his coming, and go to this much trouble to do so. Commander Paladin. Caglari Lux, you meddling friar, I shall destroy you utterly. Perhaps you shall. You have already cost me much, my family, my love, my original life. You start nothing to exact your revenge, and you may even succeed. But not today, Daos. Today I help thwart you. And like I said, any other chance we get, we will continue to thwart you. Alas for you, you will not have that opportunity. I will now awaken Falarin, and he will seal the passage. Really? You think I'll let you do that? You think you can stop me? Hehehe. The silly birdie in his victory soars too near the eclipse. Donovan, eliminate him. No, I'm done with your game. I met my obligations to you, old man, or whatever you are. Oh, I think not, Dracopire. On. Finish them. Oh, you still can do the Dracopire magic trick. Nice. Okay. Earth, we'll just do Necro transformation. He might hit with darkness also, I'm not sure. Oh, he hits with energy. Okay. Earth. Earth will be okay. Yeah, I want to be careful here because he does hit pretty hard. Let's try and nuke him because I don't know if he can survive another random nuke attack from this guy. Oh, come on. What the heck? It's only level 110. What in the world? Yeah, only level 110. His stats aren't ridiculously high also. I think I'm just really unlucky today. Oh, you are kidding me. I didn't want to do this, but come on. Dude, looks like this is gonna take quite a few tries. Seriously? Finally! God damn, that took a lot longer than I thought. Since you're already here, might as well go all the way, right? Okay, we need like 800 plus SP or something. Let's do this. Let's do... Arcane M as well. Okay. Damage, and we'll just do destruction burst. Okay, that was overkill. Overkill for sure. Just in case, right? You're far stronger than that, Dracopire. That was hardly an effort. That is what I call hardly an effort. I have a stronger will than you credit me for, say, Seth K-Daos. I'll unify the world and stop the Devourer's return. And if you get in my way, I'll stop you too. Will you indeed? Oh, what a cuckoo this birdie is. A stubborn imitator, one who is a bit touched in the head. Verily and in truth a cuckoo, but you're definitely worth further study. Yes, indeedy. Hehehe. Korban, there you are. We have a serious problem. Faramir has vanished from the Isle. Someone appears to have taken him. And here, is why you will fail. The one that has taken him is one once called Daos. And oh, the whispers Daos whispered. Thought thought he left on his own or something. Gone. While you distracted me, the Lawmaster flew his cage. Guess, really? You mean to say that you failed to manipulate either of us, despite your warnings when you killed him? How disappointing. You almost think I turned the tables on you, Dowse. What is it you would say in my position? That'll work. Seems this blackbird song has been quieted. Oh, right back at him. Taste of his own medicine. Nice. Sorry, that was kind of spur of the moment. I don't sit around all day thinking about birdie puns and references. You and your terms laugh while you make chickadees. For you too will suffer, birdie. Suffer greatly. But today I know when I am bested. This effort has ended. I bow out and concede defeat. Take of it what you will. So the passage opens. Why has Paladin not yet returned, and why? Sinara. That was not the necromantic shade. Indeed not. Though the door is open, it will take time for the one you know as a commander to make the journey. For now, our Lord can repay your aid by something in part what you. How so? She has sent me items I can reproduce for sale that may aid in future efforts. They are in a box at our camp, but first she seeks to reward you with what you something directly. Okay? Am I glad to see you? How did we get here? A boat? Your arrival was not my doing, Sinara, though my systems have suddenly begun restoring. Before everything went white, the herald said something about the Light Lord wanting to pay us with something we sought. This is a different section than we usually arrive in. That is true, but you are not far from your normal arrival point. You remain in the Darkovia wing of the Hall of Memories. Curious. Sinra, that door over there is very strange. It is glowing and it has the same sigil as Cagliari's, but it's labelled differently. The lady's door, do you think that this could be... No, there's no way it could it? Only one way to find out a boat we are going in. Good luck to you both, but be careful. Initiating transport. Geronimo. This is somewhat disorienting. Wow, this place is weird. Why are you on the ceiling? What are you talking about? You're the one on the ceiling. I'm not on the... Up and creation, left and down, front and uncreation, back and dark, fire and north. The strangeness of how these are combined is jarring too, no doubt. Here, however, things are as they are not as you understand them to be, and all are aspects of one. One, gravity is an accident of matter. Thus, what is the matter with you now? You are matter outside matter. Do you mean this place has no substance? It feels solid to me. This place has substance, but it has not matter. It is composed of tightly packed photons. You are, as they say in Terra, tripping the light fantastic. Forgive me for seeming rude, my lady, but are you, whatever it is you are right now, are you the Light Lord? I'm one of them. I'm your own laws and several other laws that fall under our creation, and several not laws as well. Does this answer suffice? Perhaps not. I am she who the Brilhado call mother, and who Commander Paladin and Silegras call Lord or Lady. And I am in your debt, Demi-Creator, a champion chosen of creation and uncreation. The new orphanage grows by the moment. No, the metaphor fails. For while you are as those of the orphanage were to them, you are at once your own being, the same but are different. However your nature may be, now I grant what it is in my power to grant. The shadow will deny your passage through my servant Paladin's door, but he cannot deny those who were there. As I was present for these events, so this I do. I grant you safe passage, a fragment of that which you seek, of truth, of joy, of light. And... Commander Paladin, therefore, by the authority vested in me as her servant in the name of my Lady of Light, I hereby join ye in the bond of matrimony. Okay, typo here. I'm sorry to call you away from your family with your son so recently born, Eremus, but this is of the utmost importance. I hope they are well. Kara and Balius are both well, Commander, and you have nothing to apologize for. Given the situation in Luminovia, all have to be alert. Thank you for performing the ceremony. It was important to Kara and I to do things properly. Especially in light of the shadows that are now falling over the land. It seems just moments ago I married you. It's hard to believe that 2.5 years have passed already. Wait, they are married? What? Okay. Time flies, Paladin. Have you managed to learn anything more about your suspicions? I just met with Brother Lux. Do you know young Cagliari? Yes, he seems a very good sort. He absolutely is a credit to Our Lady. Lux works very closely with the father, and he is certain that Dow's plans to go through with his war against Safiria. Disturbing, with all the whispers of wolfmen and the foresters hunting the night. Do we need further conflict with the Vampire Queen? That is what I wish to speak with you about actually. The werewolves. Why? The wolves have a leader, an alpha, who calls himself their king. He has been seen in human form on a few occasions by my scouts. An alpha, it will make sense that they will style themselves after a pack. I suppose. Well, what has that got to do with me? One of the scouts recognize him. You know him, I believe. Lieutenant Chefwell Malnutrition. Yes, Chapel went to primary with Kara, Jagev, and Constantine and I. Why? Chapel is quite certain of the Werewolf King's identity. He is also very certain that Jagev Slugwrath cannot be trusted any longer. Pardon, my friend, you're making me very nervous. Why do you hesitate with your point, only to cast doubts on one of my oldest friends? Who does Chapel say he saw? So the Werewolf King is Konstantin Petrovich. What? That's impossible. Jagev's man reported his body found near Saphira's castle 2 years ago. Chapel was certain, Erimus and I am certain of him. Given this fact, you can see the problem with Jagev, then I'm sure there is another thing. Jagev is awfully close to Father Daos. He is in the temple more frequently than the acolytes, I think. The father was very set on bringing this war to Saphira. Jagev's man implicated her in Constantine's death, and that was the spark Daos needed. The man commands the light like no other I have ever known, but I grow more and more suspicious of him, Erimus. If I investigate further in my scouts, we risk Daos stopping it or finding out by implication. If the two of them are colluding, then there is a risk I cannot have my men take. I'm very reluctant to ask you this, given you are now a young father, but given your closeness to Constantine, say no more, I will go. I owe it to my friend. Be very careful, Erimus, and do not go alone. There are things that hunt these woods in the dark of night. I'll ask my old friend Dula if he will accompany me. He and I have not had the chance to go hunting as he wanted, and his sealing may be useful if No, I cannot bear to think that. If it is truly Constantine, then he will know his old friend. Commander, I have a request of my own. Of course, you have only to ask. Say nothing to Kara about your suspicions about Jagev. She and he are close and will upset her greatly, which will be good for neither her nor my son. This is how the end began for Luminovia. It's only a piece of what you seek, but what you have learned may aid you in learning more. But for now, there is another with whom you need to speak. Oh god, wow, this is a super duper long quest. Oh my god. Yeah, very very long quest. Valerin, there you are. No, I'm afraid I'm not. What? I'm a bit broken up due to Dao's actions. I was in many places at once when he did what he did and my collocation collapsed. Being here now, I feel like this took great effort of will to accomplish, especially as other fragments of my mind currently control my body. I'm not sure I understand that, but is there anything I can do to help? You can try to mitigate the damage Daos has done, but be careful. What will you do? I need to sort things out, and it's harder than even normal. Daos has been whispering in my ear I may never be quite the same after this. Not that this is entirely a bad thing. Variety is the spice of life. Of course, that does not mean there is anything wrong with paprika. Hehe. Beg pardon? Just a stray idea. This kinda sucks, man. I cannot control that nearly as I used to. I blurt things out like, forget it. Never mind that, dude. Just be careful. Great. So, do you know what Daos was trying to accomplish with you? He needed a deity to unravel the divine magic of the Light Lord. He was prepared to use me, even if that sparked the God War. He was not fully aware of some facts that mean no such war will happen anyway. He may well have gotten me to close the portal if you had not won. What facts? Are you okay? You seem to be fading more quickly. Do you know why my avatars did not die when I did? It is the same reason that Galric did not die when he should have, only in reverse. Wait, the powers of law kept your agents alive? Did they take them as their own avatars? No, they merely provided them with the power to remain alive in my absence. And they did it for all of them, not just the ones here. I am like a power supply for my avatars, here and everywhere. At the point of my death, all of those connections should have severed. Any avatars who were not taken recently enough to be still alive under their own force would die. They would have royally sucked for them for me. And for all of the many balls I had up in the air at the time I was killed. Sucking and balls. Wait, what? What the heck? Did I read this right? So they perform a hot swap. I think the Terran computer scientists would call it. All the cabling they left intact, but the battery was switched from me to them collectively. They did this as my friends, to return my favor and potentially as my soup. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. And I'm fading more quickly. You are right. You are quite right. That sucks. Do you want to see what might have happened if you failed? A boat is regaining his function. Show me. I hope that the information you find is useful. Now I need to get myself together. Above, follow the current cusp in Darkovia. Darkovia seems to have several cusps. Aye, more than its fair share in fact. You can chalk that up to its interference. Ready, rewinding. Well, I feel funny, mommy. I think I had a nightmare. Something is coming. Oh, what is coming? Oh, hello, mister. I dreamed about you. I think I know you somehow. Do you know what is coming, dude? Oh my, it is even worse than I feared. Father and dear friend, can you not recall? The passage is almost open. If we do not stop it, then... stop it? They approach. Be careful, Valerin. They are dangerous. The passage has been opened. The return has begun. Entire armies surround this place. Shade. No power on law that your command or that you command can stop what the powers enact. Hehehe. Then it's a good thing I have allies from beyond. Quickly, Battleon, you must act now. But I am not sure. Subdue the other. The shade is mine. I will not injure him, were I you. You mightn't live to forget it. Oh. Oops, it seems the birdie has made a mess in his cage. Now, Battleon, you must close the passage. Owie, that hurts. You and your undead are not very nice, lady. That was not very nice at all, but I'm going home now. But first, you need to learn manners. He's gone, both of them. The passage, it. Ah, yes, the passage. Forget it, Brilhado. Your efforts are and... Holy crap. Okay, this is a super duper long quest, and it's actually pretty fast if you don't include the battles, because you're just spam clicking everything, and most of it are not battles anyway. But yeah, I think we will call it a day for this episode. I don't want to rush through the ending of this, and boy, this was a gigantic lore dump if I don't say so myself. So I'm gonna continue this quest the next episode from where I left off. It's not too bad because there really aren't much battles. It's mostly just dialogue, so I can just skip to it really quickly. So yeah, I'll see you guys the next episode for the continuation of this quest, and I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more of such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host Caravan Gaming. Peace out.